Hello everyone. So I have a super fun layout for you, Traveler's Notebook layout, using my Spiegelmom Scraps sequins, which are my favorite and fabulous, and also my March Click Kit. So I'm starting with this cut file. This is a cut file by Paige Evans, and it's a hot air balloon. And I'm going to go through all of my 6x6 papers, and I'm going to pick a couple that I really want to use for different portions of the cut file. So these are all the different papers I've chosen to use on my cut file, and the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And this is because I have this thing for trying to get the absolute most use out of my cut files as I possibly can. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some washi tape from my washi ring, and I'm going to washi tape this hot air balloon to this paper, and I'm going to attempt to watercolor the hot air balloon while simultaneously using it as a stencil to try to watercolor, make a stencil shape for underneath. And I'm going to start by looking at all of my different watercolor colors, and I'm just going to mess up right there because I forgot to clean my brush out. So there we go, start over. And I'm using this little piece of scrap paper to swatch the pink because I want to make sure that I get the pink as close to the paper that I want to use behind it as I can. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the navy blue, and I'm trying to think what other colors I use. I think I used gold for the strings and yellow for the basket. So these are Kuretake watercolors. They're my absolute favorite watercolors. They're just, I know them, if that makes sense. I know them very well, so they are the ones that I will reach for again and again. And I generally don't buy any other watercolors unless I have to replace a pan in this one. So I'm just going to continue to use exactly this process through the entire hot air balloon. So we have pink, and then we have navy, and then we have gold and yellow. And now for the big reveal. Did it work? Dun, dun, dun. It worked, kind of. And I kept it because I thought it worked good enough that I could totally use it on another layout. So I'll set that aside to completely dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and back all of the papers behind this cut file that I just watercolored. So Spiegelmom Scraps, we are doing all of our projects this month we are focusing on combining our sequins with watercolor elements and techniques on our projects. And so that's what I'm doing here. So I have everything back now, and now I'm taking these gorgeous, gorgeous sequins. These are the Spring Sonnet sequins, and I am using them to add detail, little sequin details to all of the different parts of my hot air balloon. I love how this hot air balloon turned out. It turned out exactly the way it looked in my head when I was designing it and trying to decide what I wanted to do for this project. So I'm really, really happy with it. I think it turned out just really, really well. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to add all the little sequin details to my hot air balloon. Make sure everything's just right. And then I'm just going to clean up all of these lovely sequins and move on to the next portion of my layout. So I know I want to use this Paige Evans paper with all of the frames as a background for my hot air balloon. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of make sure I have this measured right. And then I have to show you guys. Okay, so this is not my trick. It's either Essie Ruth Makes or Dearly D that does this. But I discovered it today. Or, well, I didn't discover it today. But today was the day that I actually had the supplies to be able to give this a try. And I think it is the coolest way to go ahead and adhere your papers to the inside of a traveler's notebook. So this is score tape. It's just 1/4 inch score tape. And all I did was I put it all around the edges of my traveler's notebook. And then what I'm doing is I'm just pulling off the backing paper a little bit off of all 4 sides. And what that lets me do is it lets me attach the corners to the traveler's notebook paper, get those corners straight, exactly straight, just the way I want them. And then I can just pull those backing strips off, and my paper is perfectly aligned and attached to the inside of my traveler's notebook. I love this product. This was just a game changer for me, and I'm sure there's lots of different tape. I got my tape at scrapbookpal.com because that's where I get all of my adhesive, because if you spend $25 you get free shipping, and that way I can just kind of stock up on adhesive and not have to pay shipping, and their prices are really, really good too. So I got this. This is 1/4 inch score tape. I also got 1/8 inch score tape. And see, it comes in a nice big roll, and I think it's like $2-3, something like that. It really wasn't very expensive at all. So I want to use this number 3, which is from the Paige Evans Pick Me Up collection. All of my products, except for the sequins, of course, and the cut file, it's all from my March click kit, because I had, and a couple other extra goodies I had picked up from the Pick Me Up collection. And I'm trying to use up a lot of them before I put it into my stash and get my next April kit. So I'm using this paper to back my photo, and I'm going to place the photo over there on the left. So this photo is from January. This Traveler's Notebook insert is all from January. It is kind of I've been making I started this year. It's March and I'm still working in January, but that's okay. To do a Traveler's Notebook of just kind of like an overview of the month, and then my 8.5 by 11 layouts that are going to go in my family album are more layouts that have a lot of story to them. So this one is more, Instagram pictures, extra pictures of my nephews, just extra pictures, extra photos that I would like to document and include somewhere, but don't, I would usually put those into like a pocket page. And since I've changed the way that I'm documenting for 2018, just to like spice it up a little bit, the photos that would usually go in pocket pages in my family album are now going into Traveler's Notebooks. So this is just a little die cut piece, and I've backed it with some more of that paper, and I'm just going to fussy cut out around the die cut and add it to my layout. So that spotty paper that you see there is, I just trimmed off one of the 2x2 inch squares, and I just cut off the wording because it didn't apply to what I was doing. And then I went through and I fussy cut some of these little strips from this pattern paper, and I'm going to use them like a banner. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of fishtail the edges and add my nephew's name across the bottom as well. Right there, just like that. And then I'm going to add his name with some tile stickers from my stash. So I use those same tile stickers right there that say like the months. And then I'm going to use those same tile stickers. They're from American Crafts. They're a Remarks sticker. I got them in one of my wild hair kits over the summer. Or no, it would have been not over the summer. Yeah, like over the fall, winter. And I'm just going to spell out his name with those little tile stickers across the banners that I've created. And the last little bit of this fun layout is going to be some more of those gorgeous spring sonnet sequins. They're so pretty. If you would like to grab a set of these sequins for yourself, you can head over to the Spiegelmom Scraps sequin shop. There will be a link below. And you can use my code Sara15 to save 15% on your order. And if you're interested in any of the items from the Click Kit, so all of the Paige Evans Pick Me Up collection, you can use my code SaraScraps, all capital letters, all one word, over at the Click Kit shop to snap up some of those as well. Here's that code again, so you don't miss it. You can use the link below to get some of these gorgeous, amazing, wonderful sequins. I will talk to you all again soon.